What is up, everybody? Welcome to another Fab Family Hangout. Sorry, guys, I was a little bit late tonight. I apologize for that. Hopefully, everybody's having an awesome weekend. I know I am. It's been a busy weekend. Sorry if I kicked the tripod a few times, but hopefully, everybody's having an awesome weekend. I do have a screen over here so I can see who's in here. There's a lot of people in here already. There's, hang on a minute. Let's turn the volume down this one. 36 people in here already, and that's just absolutely crazy. So hopefully everybody is having an awesome night, like I said, and an awesome weekend. It's been a hot and humid day here, but I've been inside in the garage working in 68-degree weather. Papa Smurf, sorry, buddy. No, it's been absolutely, I love having the air conditioning in the garage. Now, the funny thing is that's how I know I'm fat, because I sweat in the air conditioned garage when I'm detailing, so that's crazy. But yeah, I want to say, hey, what's up there, everybody? Let me get my ads off of here so I can see who's all in the chat. What's up, Hoof-Hearted, Jason Davis, HM Auto Detailing, Jose Garcia. Yeah, Jose Garcia, yes, you're on the list. It's Fab Automotive Detailing at yahoo.com. Shine Your Light Detailing, what's up? AJ Bentley, what is up? Ryan Childs, Corey Macumber, Friendly MD. Let's see if I missed anybody else. Mike's Auto Detail, I'm not sure I said you all right. Jordan Adamowicz, what's up, man? Mark Sosi, David Singh, Oklahoma's in the house. I sure miss Live PD. I bet you do, man. That's all you ever do. And Mrs. Fab's in the house, of course. First question of the night comes from Andrew Burris. Let's see what he says. He says, I did some spray painting, thought I had cars parked far enough away, but didn't. How can I get overspray off paint and glass? A lot of times to get it off there, all you need is clay and a good clay lube, and it should come off. Sorry, Camaro Time, I missed you. I must not have gone up far enough. I apologize. Glad to see you here, man, as always. Clay bar, and then if that doesn't work, you just have to hit it with a light polish, and you should be fine. I'm gonna have to bring my iPad. I need to put it like right here. Chavez Custom Detailing, what's up, man? And you're on the list for the hats. See, Mrs. Fab gave me the list. I'm showing this. I'm showing the tablet. Here's a list of people that are on the list of hats, and we do have hats are in. And if your name is on the list and you still want the hat, you have until Wednesday to email, and the email is fabautomovedetailing at yahoo.com. And once we have your email, we'll get your address and payment, and then we'll send the hat out. $35 a hat. Brian is late for his own part. I know. I was getting a haircut. Man, that's spiffy. Mrs. Fab was giving me a haircut. I got my shirt and hat last night. Thank you. Mike's Auto Detailing. Awesome, man. You're welcome. Thank you so much. For purchasing. I appreciate that. David Worst, what is up? Good to see you, man. Manette's products. I've never used any of the Manette's products. Joe C. That's funny about Joe C. Is I probably said this before. My grandfather's name was JC, and it was Joe C. So, Ephraim Uri, what you think about graphite ceramic spray? I have not used a graphene ceramic spray coating. I have used graphene coatings like today's video, and I used the Ethos graphene coating. Absolutely love them, but I have not used the graphene spray. I have used the graphene detail spray by Adams, which is an upcoming video on my brother's Tesla, because I've already done the first wash on that. Sorry, which is going to be when you guys see the first hydrophobics, which are amazing. And the graphene detail spray is really good. Did I forget to say hello to Papa Smurf? What's up, Papa Smurf? What hair? I have hair, man. See, she just cuts it short. You see, it's further back than it used to be, but there's a lot more here than what I think you have. I'm pretty sure, and a lot more all the way around than what the hoof has. MM Picker, what's up? I have horrible connections tonight. I will have to check back later. Sorry, man. That sucks, man. The stream has been freezing a lot. That's weird, because normally when it's streaming, I get the ring of death before you guys do. When it's streaming, listen to me. When it's actually messing up. You have not much hair when you do your own like me. Chris Murphy, getting high porches, whatever. I'm not sure what that means. So it's PP fault you're late. Leave it to a woman. Yeah, man, she always makes me late. Pan has his best 2020 products up, and I found out that he has never used Extreme Solutions, which shocked me. Yeah, Corey McNamara, he has not, but I've talked to him, and he's going to hopefully try to use them soon. I haven't got a chance to watch the video yet because I've been detailing all day today. But I will get to watch it. I haven't even got to any of my comments from today. Roadrunner, what is up? David Worst, hair is overrated. Bald guys roll. Wait, I have 2 daughters. That will do it. I have 2 daughters also, and I'm not bald yet, but it's receding for sure. Stay tuned, Car Care. What is up? Same here with the stream. Man, that sucks, you guys. Let me make sure my Wi-Fi is on. It's probably going to pause on you guys, but let me see. Wi-Fi is on. Maybe I should try to take Wi-Fi off. Do you guys want me to try that? Because I'm not seeing the spinning wheel of death at all. Corey McNamara says it has been spinning for... Okay, good. You should have live stream the hair cutting. Yeah, you don't want to see that, man. See the fab in the flesh. All the flesh. Shaw's Custom Detailing is Fab Automotive Detailing at yahoo.com. Mrs. Fab, can you put it in the comments, please? The email. Did you wear your mask so the shop does not have to close down? You talking about my work, Pete? Because no, I haven't worn a hat or a mask. Only time I've worn a mask since this all started is I wear one to go to Home Depot because they pretty much make you. I've worn one to go into Walmart. And then when we bought our new camper, which you guys don't really know about yet, but when we bought our new camper, they made me wear one to go in and do all the signing. But other than that, I haven't worn a mask. HMO Detailing keeps getting the spinning circle. Man, that sucks. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's up with it. I've got full signal out here. It should be fine. There's not a whole lot I can do other than that. Everybody's saying spinning circle, but I'm watching the live stream, and as you can see, it's not spinning on mine. So I'm not sure. What all does she cut when you get your hair cut? You don't want to know. My hair, man, on my head and my back. She shaves my back too. Smash the mask, he says. Shiny Light Detailing. Have you taken out? Yeah, we took the camper out all weekend last weekend. We were gone from Friday until Monday. Went camping for the first time in it. We picked it up Friday and went camping Friday night. It was just, we had so much fun in it, and it's a 22-footer versus my other one, which is a 26. Overall length's 25, and the overall length, the other one's almost 31. This thing is about 1,500 pounds lighter than our old one, and my truck pulled it great. I could actually get up and go, no problem. Stopping was like trying to just stop my truck without a camper even on it. It's like the camper wasn't behind me when I was braking. I mean, it was a night and day difference of pulling that. Let's see. YouTube has been having issues since Thursday night. Oh, man. Corey McNamara says, they are nice hats, by the way, and thanks for signing. Oh, man, thank you. I appreciate you buying it for sure. You're welcome. Camaro time. Did you wear a mask so the shop does not have to... He asked again? Am I behind? Yeah, I must have already read that one. Awesome video on the Tesla. Thank you, HM Auto Detailing. I appreciate that. Thank you. That thing was a lot of work. I won't touch another one. Yeah, camping is really popular this year. Selling like crazy. You are right, David Singh. And the thing is, every RV we've been, let me just start over. Every dealership we've been to is like sold out of like everything. But when this is all over with, when all this COVID BS is all over with, campers are going to be selling like hotcakes. People are going to be selling them like crazy. What's up, Keisha Pilot? Good to see you. A bigger camper? No, actually a smaller camper. We actually downsized, but Corey McNamara, it didn't really feel like it, even though it's a 22-foot versus a 26-foot. It doesn't really feel like it. It just doesn't have a bump out, but it's so much nicer inside. It's brand new. We bought a brand new 2021. Oh my gosh, I'm being retarded. Bullet Crossfire, Keystone, 2021 Bullet Crossfire made by Keystone. It's a 22-foot model. The 2200 BH is what it is. It's what it is. I've never heard of glare polish products. But thank you so much for being on. Scott Weaver, have you seen the Ram commercial with the Mr. Sandman song? I have not seen that, but I want to see it now that you said that. What is the name of your new rig? I just said. For a first timer, which one do you recommend, Adams or Ethos? Well, you know what? To be honest with you, Ryan Childs, either one's great. Both of them are really, really good. I cannot say this one's better than this one. I think what's going to boil down to is the durability over the span of the next couple years. Let's see which one lasts the longest because they both apply about the same. The only thing nicer about the Adams, in my opinion, is it has the UV light. But the Ethos, I had 0 high spots. It was so simple to install, just like the Adams, that both are fantastic coatings that are right there with each other. Now, the only difference will be if durability holds up for either one, which one lasts the longest. Yeah, pan stream. Yeah, it cut out the end last night. You were right. I forgot about that, Jordan. It keeps freezing. I just got to watch out ear hair. When you get older, I had to cut that tonight. Able to use the light, check your work than Adams. Our shop doesn't wear masks, and they've never been closed since all this started. The lobby requires masks. Yeah, ours has never. We've never worn a mask either, and we've never been closed. My oldest daughter had COVID-19. She tested positive for it. And she just got out of basically a quarantine this past Monday. She was in quarantine for close to 2 weeks, and she about went stir crazy. She was sick, but she wasn't terrible. She had no smell, no taste, mucus and stuff like that. But she didn't have a serious case of it, but she did test positive for it. Wasn't around us. Well, actually she was, but it's been long enough now that we know we don't have it. But I don't know. The whole mask thing is a debate that can go back and forth all day long between people that never ends right because it just becomes a debate. But I don't wear one unless I absolutely have to, if I'm told I have to. And I don't see how somebody can make me wear one because I live in America still, where I have the freedom to, I'm going to put this politely, I have the freedom to do what I want to do. How about that? I have the freedom that if I take a chance of getting sick or having it, that's on me. I know that may sound stupid, but it's still America. I still have my freedom. When they tell you, this is the whole thing. When they tell you that you have to wear something, you're no longer a free society. When they tell you you have to have health insurance, you're no longer a free society. That's just my way of doing it. But yes, they do make you wear seatbelts, Camaro time, but I've always worn a seatbelt. Before it was a law, I always wore my seatbelt because why wouldn't you wear a seatbelt? That's just absolutely retarded. If you don't wear a seatbelt, you're just an idiot. Seatbelt saves lives, for sure. The mask, not so much. So when you see all these videos of, doing all the testing of COVID-19 in these laboratories, these people have full suits on and big, huge things go over their head. Big, thick, and they're doing the I don't know what they're doing, but because I know nothing about it. And you think this little cotton thing's gonna protect us? No, it's not going to. It's absolutely retarded. Mike Filler, camping's awesome. It's not for everybody, for sure. But I see you say you're getting ready to buy a camper, and I think you guys absolutely love it. It is a lot of fun. It is what you make of it. That's the thing when it comes to camping. I can't see there's something super shiny in the background. He's talking about that, but I'm not showing you guys what it is. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to read my comments here. I wish I had a way to, do this better. I'm getting ready to buy a camper. Hey, Fab. What's up, Brent Nell? Good to see you, man. Hey, Fab. Hope all is well. Graphite coating looks great. Man, it's awesome. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I know I'm a little bit behind. What is up, Isaac Wagner? Good to see you, man. Phones being stupid may not be able to stay. Mike Campbell, I appreciate you at least stopping in and saying what's up, man. Thank you. Gene, 1984, hey, FAB family and everyone. I need to drive up, see coach, so you can put me in the game. Gene, 1984, you're on my list. No, you're not. I'm sorry. That's Ed's 1990. I'm sorry. Never mind. Otherwise, if the remainder of the list doesn't pay by Wednesday, then you are on. Yep. Yeah. If so, we have the list. We have 9 hats left, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, basically 8 because Stay Tuned wants 2. But if people don't claim them by Wednesday, that's it. You no longer have a chance, and we'll go to the next people. Hey, bro, just wanted to say congratulations on 25,000. Oh, thank you, Ryan Childs. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I just hit 25,000 earlier this week, I think it was. A fart can't stay in underwear plus pants. Ain't no way a mask will save anything. True. I work in the ED, and this is causing medical staff PTSD with masking up. Yeah, I went to the doctor yesterday, and that nurse was like, I want this to be over with. This is just ridiculous, is what she was saying. And when the medical field starts telling you this stuff, it's kind of like, it's BS. Sorry, but the not free society is incorrect. Try driving on the left side of the freeway. Oh, you can. People do it all the time, but they end up getting hit. They end up getting head-on collisions. You can drive on the left side of the freeway if you want to, but that's just absolutely retarded. And you'll probably get a ticket, but you can if you want to. I wouldn't do it. I know you wouldn't do it. But all the Karens will complain about the mask. If a body shop worker can wear a mask all day, then I'm sure people have no problem wearing masks. My son has to wear a mask all day long at school. My daughter, okay, so this is how stupid it is. My daughter's in 2nd grade. 3rd grade and above have to wear a mask all day long to school. 2nd grade and below only have to wear a mask on the bus and at lunch, I think is what it is, or something on the way in line, but not the rest of the day. So apparently, if you're 7 years old or younger, you can't catch it. See, that's what I'm saying. It's just the dumbest thing. Thing is nobody really knows. They're still guessing at this thing. They're still guessing. Yeah, I feel bad for them too, Chris Murphy. They need to open everything up. Just open everything up. They've got to. Let's see. Everybody has a 99.96% chance of survival from it. I think you need to open the country up. Get this economy rolling again. They've got to get this economy rolling again. This economy is running better than it had ever been, and then this happened, which is by design. Anyways, I'm not getting into politics. Let's see. Ethos, what is up, Ethos? Good to see you, Tim. Is the @Yahoo address the PayPal also for payment? Stay tuned, Car Care. Once you email the Yahoo, April will email you back and let you know everything. Chris McCarthy, good to see you, man. I'm doing good, man. How about you? How's the Asada coming, Papa? Hope you guys are all safe in the fire zones. Yeah, California and I think it's Oregon and I think Washington has smoke really bad. They're getting hit hard with fires right now, you guys. So especially all the people in California in my chats that I know, as far as Jason Davis and Papa Smurf, I know Tim from Ethos in California, Chris McCarthy's from California. I don't know what part and how close fires are to you guys or anybody in there that I missed. I'm thinking about you. I'm hoping everything goes good for you. Am I still live, you guys? Jose Garcia. Fake news, people. I I think they should have just set it down for 2 weeks and sanitized. Okay, so that's why I said from the very beginning. I said, if it's as bad as they say it is, let's just shut it down for 2 weeks. Everything. Just stay in your house. Let's just shut it down and get it over with. But no, they didn't do that because companies that worry about the dollar, they just can't stand the thought of not making $1 in a day. They're losing it for 2 weeks. And I understand that because a lot of businesses went under because of all this. But if it had just been 2 weeks and been over with, a lot of businesses wouldn't have gone under because of it. But it's the businesses that think that they just have to be open. They just can't think of not getting paid for 2 weeks. And yeah, it sucks. I wouldn't get paid for 2 weeks. If we were off, I wouldn't get paid. But if it's what I had to do to get this country back to normal, I'd have done it hands down, no problem at all. I find a way to get the money. YouTube pays me. No, I'm joking. They don't pay me enough. They don't pay me enough to not work. I have to work. Garage looks dope. Thank you, young swagger. I'm not going to say the rest of your name as I was reading it. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, they should have. Robert, what's up? Chris McCarthy, I'm with you, man. UPS didn't shut down. UPS didn't shut down strictly because of delivering meds and food for kids out of school. And I get that. Yep, I do get that. But the jobs that are considered essential, I mean, when they shut down like Indiana and said essential employees only can work, when you see people out putting mulch out, that's not essential. You know, these lawn and garden places that are going around cutting grass and putting, that's not essential. The grass can grow. The mulch will be fine for 2 weeks. No big deal. There's a bunch of other jobs that I saw. It's just crazy. Now, it's been really good for business, I can tell you that much, because we have been swamped at the shop ever since this started. Busier than I've ever seen it. And don't forget, businesses burned down, and now the shutdown business will be... Yeah, exactly, man. It sucks. So you like the graphene coating better than the regular Adams coating? Mike Filler, yes. But I've only used the first Adams coating. I actually have the second coating over there that they came out with a couple years ago, the first UV. I haven't used it. It's still brand new. So I plan on using it hopefully sometime soon, just to see what it's like. Yeah, sorry, you have to wear a mask, Papa. That's pretty bad air quality. I saw smoke. Yeah, he was sent me some message on Instagram. He was wearing a mask, and yeah, it said it's hard to breathe. Man, it sucks. My day job was considered essential HM auto detailing. If it's auto detailing, then I think it is because you're sanitizing vehicles. So, and a lot of people had essential jobs for sure. Mine was kind of essential. I don't think it was completely essential, but we do work on all the sheriff's cars in the county, and we work on them all the time. And we worked on a lot of sheriff's cars during the shutdown. We did a ton of work for them. So ours is kind of essential in that matter. But other than that, I don't think it's essential, because if you're locked down and shut down and quarantined, whatever, there's no reason to be out traveling. There's no reason to have your car getting worked on, if you see what I'm saying. My fear, hell, I have not even got my rent from my rentals and can't do anything. Yeah, Chris McCarthy, that's the downside to that. Yep. See, we pay rent here. We're buying this house, but we haven't bought it yet for my grandparents. And I have to pay them. I can't not do that. But my fear is that this is the new normal. And the nurse, what I was talking to, she said that's her fear too, is it's the new normal. Every flu season, this is what it's going to be like, whether it's COVID-19 or not. If it's flu season, everybody's going to be panicking, wearing masks. Because if you think about it, over in China, you always see on TV all the time, I've always wondered, why are they always wearing masks? It's because they have stuff like this happen a lot. And now, that's what's going to happen here. Everybody's going to wear a mask every winter, every flu season. I mean, it's just, I'm done talking about it. Let's talk about something else. It's Do ceramic coatings ever expire? Yes, they do. I don't know how long it takes to expire. If you do not open the bottle at all, you should be fine, I would think, for a few years. But if you open it, once you break that seal, you know, I don't know how long. I've never tested it, but I would want to get that coating completely done. Oh, well, here I can show you. Well, no, I can't. But my Adams one that I put on the Journey, it'll be 2 years in December. It's not cured yet. It's completely still a solid or still liquid, and I've used it, so. Steve Sorensen, Adams or versus Griots, and good to see you, man. Adams versus Griots, I see you use several of each. You prefer one of, no. Well, I'm kind of impartial to Griots, and there's a reason for that, because several years ago, when I first started using Griots products, before I was ever using Griots products, you know, I was using whatever I could find at Walmart, Pet Boys or whatever. And that's before Griots ever started selling it, like Pet Boys and stuff. And, you know, I use like McGuire's Cleaner Wax, I think is what's called, 'cause my wife worked at CarQuest, so I'd buy stuff when she, you know, at her work, because I got a discount. And my cars, I always thought my cars looked awesome, you know. And then I always wanted to try Griot stuff, and I came across some Griot stuff and bought it. And the first time I ever detailed anything with it, I sat there and was like, oh my gosh, look what that just did to my car. My car looks amazing. And I was like, my other stuff, McGuire's and stuff, never even looked even close to this. So then I bought like everything Griots. I have pretty much everything that they sell. Not any of the new stuff. I need to start getting some of their new stuff, but I have pretty much everything they sell. And everything works fantastic, other than I'm not a big fan of their tire shines. That's about it. But I like Adams, Griots, Ethos, Turtle Wax, Malco, Shiny's is good. I have some McGuire's products. What else do I have over there? Extreme Solutions has fantastic products. Super Clean is good, has good degreasers and stuff like that. But I do like Adams. I have P&S products, P&S detailing products. Their stuff is really good. So I kind of use everything. And I made a video today. Actually, it's today and tomorrow ongoing, where I use multiple companies' products, and you're gonna see, I don't use just a specific product, but I kind of tend to lean towards Griots, because anytime that I've been like, I'm trying to detail a car and it's just not turning out the way I want it to, I turn to my Griots products and they get the job done for me every time. So yes, I guess to answer your question, yes, I'm kind of impartial to Griots, but no, I use everything, if that makes sense. Sorry, that was blabbing on, whatever. Friendly MD, thank you so much for coming, man. I appreciate you. Says the battery's dying. Here in Atlanta, everything is open, and we have 276,000 cases, 10,000 deaths. You on your own to use common sense. Now, the question is those 10,000 deaths. Now, I don't want to talk about this anymore, but I'm going to talk about it really quick. Gene. Is that who said it? Yeah, Gene 984. The problem is they're labeling anything a COVID-19 death. Anything. Car accident, COVID-19 death. Heart attack, COVID-19 death. So that's what's crazy about it. So we don't really know. And I don't think we're going to know for several years before they finally say, okay, you know what? This is how many people actually died from COVID-19. That's what I think is going to happen. I could be wrong, but that's what I think is going to happen. Super Clean, what does Super Clean degreaser smell like? Just a strong chemical, really. Didn't really have much of a smell. Did you use Sonex Perfect Finish stuck between that and Griots Perfecting Cream? I have not used Sonex Perfect Finish, but Carlos Rivera, good to see you, man. I have heard great things about Sonex Perfect Finish for sure. Griots Perfecting Cream is really good, but I cannot compare it to Sonex. So I can tell you guys, I used products today that I've never used before. I can mention them. So I used Kosh Kimi today. These are fantastic polishes. Oh my gosh, these are amazing. Extremely good. This is the fine cut and then the micro cut. Now this is more of a medium cut and this is more of a fine cut, even though they're not labeled that, but I did talk to a guy from Kosh Kimi, Andrew, and he was telling me about it. Oh my gosh, these are just amazing. I don't know if you guys can get your hands on any of these Kosh Kimmy products or not. I know you will be able to soon. I do know that. But if you can, you've got to try those. They are really, really good. $70 for a liter. Holy cow. Yeah, Griot's is way cheaper. What's up, Robert Knapp? Good to see you, man. I'm having internet issues. It is stopping and starting. Anyone else? What happened to Camaro time? He disappeared. Did you get Kosh products from the Rag Company? No, I got them from Kosh Kimmy. I will tell you guys all about that when I'm allowed to. I cannot tell you anything about it. I don't know. I need to call them and ask them. There's something big happening. I can tell you that much. Just bought some Kosh at Rag Company there on the way. Man, you're going to love, oh my gosh, man. And their pads are different. Let me show you guys if I can get this out without causing too much of a stir here. Their pads, like this is their heavy cut pad. They're different though. Look at this cutout on the pad. And it's a different type of open cell. It's hard to describe. This thing is really, 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 really stout. This is for their heavy, heavy cut. But I like how it's all, like their heavy cut is a red bottle, you know, like up here's red. And then their microcut's purple, so the pad that's for microcut is purple, and then yellow is for yellow. And pretty cool how they do that at Kosh Kimmy. Never used their products before, but I cannot wait to use more because these things are amazing. Now, I did have a little bit problem with dusting, but I don't think it's not the product because I could use the product on a brand new pad and it wouldn't dust at all. But as I would use, I only got one pad per product. I usually like to use more than one. Even as I blew them out, and then, you know, took my brush across it, I was getting a little bit dusting. That's because it's building up in my pads. What's the difference between Griot's fast correcting cream and correcting cream? Fast correcting cream has bigger submicron abrasives. It's going to be more abrasive. It's going to cut faster, give you faster defect removal. Fast correcting cream is a fantastic product, and it finishes down really nice if you use a microfiber pad with it. But it's more aggressive. That's the difference. AJ Bentley can't handle the poor signal. See you next time. All right, man. I appreciate it. Like the Tesla video. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, sorry you guys about it tonight. Thanks for your insight. You're welcome, Carlos Rivera. I always appreciate your views, man, and your comments. I have the lime scale remover detailer and the glass cleaner on the way from Kosh. Germans have the best abrasive technology in the world. We have a lot to learn. I'm telling you. This, and I don't know what the bottles mean. I mean, I have a video that tells me, but I've not really paid attention to that much. But as you guys can see, it tells you like the pH level. Tells you like the pH level and everything like that on it. That's what the 01, the 6.0, and the 7.0, it all means something. But man, it's just, they are so good. I was blown away. That's what this is right here, all Kosh Kimmy. And I was blown away by that stuff. Wait till you guys see the video, but it's going to be a little while before it's out for sure. I got to call them and ask them. I got to ask them if I can put a video out. I don't know. The Ultra Fine is awesome. Let's see. I don't know if I got Ultra Fine or not. So what I got, so I have the micro cut and the fine cut, and then I got the micro cut and finish, which is an all-in-one, which has a sealant in it, and then the heavy cut. I've not used either one of these. I've just used the micro cut and the fine cut, but they are really, really good. And I did this whole truck, which is a Dodge Ram, with the fine cut. What the heck? Oh, I'm trying to see how much is left in here. I probably still have 3/4 of the bottle, maybe a little bit less. So a little does go a long way, but you do need multiple pads for sure. Otherwise you will get dusty. But man, wipe off is an absolute breeze. I mean, it's off that fast. It's just, I've never used a polishing product that the first time I used it, I was blown away. Because normally when I use a polish for the first time, I'm really working it, trying to see what I think of it, you know. I'm like, okay, that worked pretty good, you know. But then the next time I use it, I'm like, okay, can I get the same results this time? This stuff just, the gloss is unreal. I can't get over the gloss of this stuff. It's amazing. This thing was trashed, oxidized. I mean, crazy oxidized and swirled up and scratched up. And this thing looks almost brand new now. I'm still just geeked out about it for sure. Trevor Tarbox, what is up? Good to see you. I look at detailed image correction cream and they said it can be used as a one-step. You can. All of Grio's Boss creams finish down really well. You can use it as a one-step, then apply protection. Hola, Fab. What's up, Mark Benson? Good to see you, man. If you're using gas power one, you better be careful with the paint. Do high-end cars have better quality paint? Well, Keisha Pilot, not always. No, not always. Usually high-end cars have really soft paint too, typically. Not always, but typically. At least the ones I messed with. Who sells them or have the link to the Kosh products? Detailed Image, I think, sells them. Sounds great, Fab. I bought 2 pads with the Ultra Final. We'll see how that does. Yeah, just make sure you clean it after every pass, Jason Davis. Clean your pad after every single pass, whether you have a brush or an air compressor. See, I use my big 60-gallon air compressor. I know a lot of people don't have that. But if you have a nylon brush that you can use, and then what I actually ended up doing, I was like, okay, I'm sick of this. I was getting tired of the dusting because my pad was so built up. I went inside and I used that Dawn Power Wash, you know, the new one with the trigger that I saw on Wax Mode's channel. Cleaned the pad up like that, no problem at all. Came out, put on my polisher, spun it, and then I air dried it really quick and went right back to work with it, and the dusting was gone for a long time. So I built it back up into the pad. I wish I had multiple pads. A lot of detailers will use just one pad, and that's fine. If you do this every day for a living, you can figure it out how to do it and get it clean. I don't have that time or luxury to do that. I normally go through about 4 pads on average per car, and I just didn't have that for this. But I wanted to use their pads on their products because I wanted to really test them out, and it just worked great. Josh Hayes, first time here. Welcome, man. I appreciate you. I've never used an electric one. They've always been gas powered. I'll have to invest in an electric one. Yeah, if you use a gas powered pressure washer, make sure you use like a 40-degree nozzle. That's going to be the fan with the biggest spread on it. That's going to be the softest. To kind of stay away from with the gas powered. I used gas powered for a long time on cars, and with no issues. You just gotta be smart and use a really wide nozzle is what you got to do. But it'll work. But electric is definitely the way to go when washing a car. You don't need a lot of power when washing a car. So everybody's telling Josh Hayes, hello, welcome. That's awesome. I missed it. What was used on the vehicle behind you? The Kosh Kimi fine cut and micro cut is what I used. I go through like 20 plus pads on a car. That's way too many, Jordan. Way too many. My typical average is about 4. I did do an Escalade one time and went through like 16 pads, but that's the most I've ever gone through. But typically about 4. What's good? It's been a minute. It has been a minute, LKB Pythons. Good to see you, man. What kind of precautions for Adam's UV light? UV light very harmful for the eyes. I don't know if there was a precaution even on the box, Camaro Time, to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't think there is any precautions. What? Yeah, okay. You guys are going to see me in my shorts, but I don't really care about that. Because I have... There's no precautions at all, Camaro Time. That's it. And then the light. So no precautions at all. I mean, I think you're probably okay as long as you're not staring directly into it. And plus, you're not using it a lot when you're doing the coating. You're just using it for a minute and then you're done. Kind of like when I'm looking for refrigerant leaks on an AC system. I don't have the light on very long. I'm just shooting it to see where the leak's at, and that's about it. And maybe that's why they don't put the precaution on there. Honestly, I don't know. But that's a good question, though, because I didn't even think about that. It says 100 UV black light torch. So you tell me, 100 UV, is that good or is that bad as far as your eyes are concerned? Whoa. Just broke something. Oh well. Okay, let me get this. My big butt's back over there. I'm straddling a tripod. Do you have links for the pads for use polish and paint correction? Steve Sorensen, griosgarage.com, and then go to their Boss pads as the pads that I use. Typically. Not like when companies like Kosh Kimi send me their pads, I use their pads, but I just saw Kosh Kimi products are on sale right now, polish and pads. That's really good, Rich Smith. Good to see you, man. Rad Company on Tuesday, get 15% off Pad Tuesday. Jordan Damowich, we're still working on some, gonna be a ways away. Still haven't had a big breakthrough in technology just yet. Ethos says, our focus in the future will be about adding material to the finish instead of removing, which is always a good thing. What's up, Carlos Lopez? Good to see you, man. Hey, Carlos, wow. Camaro Time says, wow. The Adams graphene came out amazing. Thank you, 404. And by the way, you guys, what did you guys think of the video quality? Was my video quality actually better? Was it more clear, I guess I should say? I know 404 mentioned it. I want to see what you guys think. Supposed to have the yellow glasses for UV, but maybe since it's black light, we'll have to look into it. Yeah, I don't know. I've always wondered about the glasses thing too. In fact, I have some. I should have put some on just to see what it looked like Camaro Time. But yeah, I wondered that also when I was using it. Go ahead and put the new Turtle Wax Seal and Shine on tonight. Durability for winter was better. Okay, thank you, Carlos. Everyone have a good night. Tired after this detail. Me too, Mike's all detailing. You have a good night also, man. It looked better. Okay. Because what I did, I noticed that looked great to me, David Worth said. I noticed that when I went to upload on my software that I use Movavi is what I use. I noticed when I went to upload it was on just normal. So then I switched to highest quality. It's under normal quality, but highest quality. It took longer to download it to the internet, but I think it turned out better. I think it was a lot clearer. I think the video was great, Fab. Thank you, Robert Knapp. Appreciate that, man. Oh, I'm sore, man. My elbow's really bad. Run through the hat list again. I don't think I ever did. Let's run through it. So if I announce your name and you haven't emailed yet, you need to email, otherwise you can't get a hat. Well, not this time at least. Chavez Custom Detailing, Stay Tuned Car Care, Ed's 1990 Sporty, Glenn W., Jose Garcia, Ferguson K., and Ralda's Detailing. Want to see the beating of this Adams graphene because Ethos is great. Yes, it is. Ethos graphene coating is fantastic. Both of them are really good, I'm telling you guys. Very, very comparable to each other. And the hydrophobics you're gonna see, I've already done a wash, the first wash from my brother's Tesla, and it is awesome. I mean, you guys are gonna see. You're gonna see how well it held up. Now, obviously, it's gonna hold up in 2 weeks, but as far as how dirty it got and everything like that. So, both products though, Ethos and Adams, both those graphene coaters are really good. I have no complaints out of either one of them. Not even a single complaint. Both are fantastic. You know, it's really cool. I'm not having too many comments. It's really cool this day and age that we live in. Oh, the hoof's leaving? Hang on a minute. Probably forget what I was saying. My internet's still acting up. God bless y'all. All right, man. See you later. See you later, Todd. This day and age we live in where products are being made so close to each other. You know what I mean? As far as you can turn to pretty much any detailing company, almost any detailing company, and get fantastic products. And that's really cool because it didn't used to be that way for sure. One more hour. No, David Singh, I ain't gonna make it another hour, man. I've been up since 8:30. Well, I've been out here since 8:30. I've been up since 7, but been up since 8:30 out here detailing. I'm ready to go inside and sit down instead of sitting on this stool. It's just cool, the time that we live in. And these new companies that are coming out, and Ethos has been out for a few years, but they're still relatively new company, in my opinion. And they are really they're knocking it out of the park on like everything they release. And they're going to be big. They're going to be really big, I think, soon for sure, because their products are just fantastic. I have not tried a product yet that I didn't like. And that's rare. That is so rare. And people always say, well, that's because, Tim, you like Tim or whatever you guys content. No. I mean, if I don't like something, I'll tell you, I'll tell Tim, but man, everything I've tried from them is a fantastic product. And then my biggest, I gotta show you guys again because Papa Smurf was talking about it today when I messaged him on Instagram. My biggest surprise of the year, actually the biggest surprise since I've been detailing, is this right here, this Bubble Brand Quick Detailer. The only thing I don't like about it was jasmine. I don't care for the jasmine smell. This stuff is so freaking good. This stuff is awesome. And I've almost used that entire bottle. Luckily, I've got like 6 more. Man, this freaking air conditioning making me cold. My nose is starting to run. Chemodoc, I'm sorry. I don't blame you, man. Ethos's graphene coating is so user-friendly. It's so much easier than the original ceramic coatings that were out, even just as far as 6 months to a year ago. Way easier. Brian took the words out of my mouth. 404 says, I bet your brother... Oh, yeah, he loved it. Absolutely loved it. Have you ever used a spray detailer to help remove excess wax? No, I use a panel wipe, which is either 70% IPA, isopropyl alcohol, and then 30% water, or I use a dedicated... hang on a second. Let me make sure I'm reading this right. Steve Sorensen, hang on. Okay, so excess wax means protection. Yeah, don't use an IPA. I read that completely wrong. My bad. Don't just forget what I just told you. Yeah, you can use like a spray wax to help remove excess wax. Spray waxes work. Detailers work probably okay, but spray wax is the best thing you can probably use. Tim, the evolution, man, I have a vision and I know where you're going with that. I just coated my car with the graphene matrix coating and I have no complaints. Absolutely off the charts and yeah, watch Wax Mode's video. He just did kind of a small torture test on it, and man, flying colors, man, past flying colors. I really hope all these great new companies make it through these current times. Yeah, I do too, Chris W. We've come a long way since Surf City products. I've never tried their products, I don't know. Not only that, but his customer support is off the charts as well. That is always great to hear. I've never had to use customer support, but that's awesome. Carlos Lopez says, I'm impressed with all the Ethos products that I test. Me too, man. Me too. Thank you for your support, guys. We couldn't do it without you. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think the Fab Family still, I think that discount code's still probably the number one on your website, which is really cool. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome for supporting Tim over at Ethos. If I hit the lottery, I'm getting you a Chevy. Why would you waste your money on that? Don't waste your money on a Chevy, man. I mean, you might as well just go inside the bathroom and just take that money and put it in the toilet and hit flush. If you're going to buy me a Chevy. I'll need this hat. Emmons Towing. If I own a Chevy, I'll be like, okay, crap, I need a tow. What's the phone number again? What's up, ONR Detailing News? Good to see you, man. What's your preferred chip repair system that you think, Dr. Color Chip, I need to repair a few chips? Chemo Doc, I don't have one. I use touch-up paint, and it doesn't work the greatest, but I have seen really good things on, what was it called again? Because Dr. Color Chip, well, it used to be called Z Outlaw SS, now it's called the Beach Bum or something like that. He did a video on it. It looked like it worked really good. Detox is the best panel wipe in the game. Yeah, I agree. It's really good. I really like my Optimum paint prep also. I used it tonight on this. I also like Adam's surface, or what is it called? Surface prep, I think. That works really good for sure. But the Detox works really, really well, and it flashes really fast, which is what you want out of a product like that right before you're going to apply a coating or a protection. You want something to flash really fast. It's not going to leave any type of streaking behind. Because I can tell you that my Optimum paint prep, I love that stuff. I buy it by the gallon, but you know, when you spray it on, you have to really work it. You have to really work it, and then you have to get another dry towel and hit it with a dry towel and buff it. And I mean, it buffs all fine, but it's not fast. And I want something fast. You know, when I'm doing the panel wipe, I want something fast. Chevy for the win, Steve Sorensen. I always give Chris McCarthy a hard time. He's always telling me about I'm crazy for owning Dodges. I need to own a Chevy, so I always give him a hard time about it. You know what? This is what I tell people. My boss is a big. I know it's 10 o'clock. I'm getting ready to go. My boss is a big Chevy guy, and what I always say is every manufacturer has its problems. I don't care if it's Dodge, Ford, Chevy, Honda, Toyota. Toyota's actually my favorite manufacturer. It doesn't matter. They all have problems. But you got to find the ones that don't have as many problems is what you have to do. And I work on a lot of Chevys, brake lines busting on them all the time. You know, blowing out radiator hoses, and that's not all the time, but the heater hoses off the firewall, they snap off because that's a stupid plastic quick disconnect. Going through camshafts and lifters, and it's just like, man. It's never ending for like the Chevys. But then Dodges have their problems too. That's the thing. But being a mechanic like I am, I buy what I like because if I got to fix it, I can fix it. So that's why I do it. And I love the looks of Dodge trucks. That's why I bought a Dodge. Fab, you tried the new Adams Graphene Ceramic yet? I put a video out today, ONR Detailing News. Man, Mrs. Fab's out of here. She's like, 10 o'clock, gone. Anything better than Car Pro Eraser? Ethos Detox. The Dodge Hellcat would look good in the girl. Oh, man. 404, come on, man. It would look, I mean, it'd be the one thing sitting in here. I parked the truck right here, and I parked the Journey over there. But if I had a Hellcat, it'd be the only thing in here every night. The C8's having a lot of problems. Yes, it is, Rich Smith. Now, there's a couple of them here in the town I live in. There's an orange one and a red one, and man, are they neat-looking cars. They almost look like a Ferrari or Lamborghini. Really cool-looking cars, but they're breaking axles. When people take off too fast in them, they're actually just snapping the axles. They're having a lot of problems with those cars, for sure. But that's a bow tie. That happens. Chevy is perfect, LOL dog. Yeah, Chris McCarthy, I know. That's not a Chevy clock, by the way. That's a Mopar clock. That's a Mopar sign right there. I think that's a Mopar garage, and that's a Mopar sign. I don't have any Chevy signs anywhere. I'll take the Hellcat car and the Hellcat pistol. Who said that? Corey McEnroe, I'll take both, man. I'll definitely take that Springfield. Camshafts, lifters, hello GM 80s again. Yeah, they're back. I don't know. You know, to be honest with you guys, I buy what either I can afford or if I like the looks of it. The brand, as long as it ain't a Volvo, Saab, Volkswagen, Audi, something like that, the brand really doesn't matter. If I like it and I know how to work on it, I'll buy it. So I've owned Chevys, I've owned Fords, I've owned Dodges, I've owned Hondas, I've owned Toyotas. I've owned a Suzuki. What else have I owned? I'm trying to think. Well, we own the Jeep now, Pontiac Grand Am. Not sure. I don't remember, but I've owned a lot of cars. A lot of cars. Mrs. Fab would tell you if she was in here. I can hear her snoring. You're hearing the. The house isn't attached to the. You're hearing the locust, man, if that's what you're talking about. Panty organizer. What is up, man? He says a Suzuki. What? Yeah, back when I was probably 20, maybe 19 or 20, I had a Suzuki when I was working in a prison, actually. I was a correctional officer in a prison. I owned a Suzuki. It's a really cheap car, and it got me around. I mean, it never let me down, for sure. Good to see you, though, man. My streams are messing up tonight, too. Everybody said it's freezing on them, so you're not the only one having problems with the streams. Oh, man, H&Y D-Town Audis suck to work on. Absolute garbage cars. I hate them. Audis, Volkswagens, Volvos, Saabs. I mean, I'll go through the list again. Land Rovers. Hate working on those also. Yeah, they suck. You watch Project Farm? Oh, I watch Project Farm. I've been watching him for a long time, ONR Detailing News. You two told me they were having issues as of lately with the... Yeah, I've been having issues too, man, so... Yep. John Schluter, don't take offense me saying that Audis are garbage, because some people absolutely love them. But as a mechanic, I hate them. What about the Porsche Panamera? Oh, man, the Panamera's cool cars. Ask Pan about that. I still watch that video every now and then because his reaction when I do the launch control just cracks me up every time. Of course, I did not put the full video in of us doing the entire test drive because it's actually like, it's long. I mean, I took a lot of video. Dude, he cracks me up the whole time. And sometimes I watch it, man, because it's just off the wall stuff, man. He's just messing with us. And I didn't put all that stuff online because I didn't think it was necessary. And I didn't really want to. Yeah, the Panamera, very cool car. But Porsches in general have always kind of sucked to work on too. The Porsche 911s, we used to take motors out of them all the time at the other shop. And they're not too bad, but the Boxsters, those mid-engines, those are a pain in the butt. Just putting a belt on them is a pain in the butt. But I like Porsches. I would own a Porsche in a heartbeat. I would. Even though they kind of suck to work on, I would own one for sure. I mean, I've driven a lot of them, and I would love to own one. Yeah, me and Fab had a great time in the Panamera Turbo. We did, man. That was a blast. Paying that launch control, I know. Pan in the house, you better not say BMW. I don't know if I told him what I thought of BMWs. I mean, I don't mind them, but they're not my favorite car. But there's a lot worse ones as far as working on. Now, a lot of the X5s back when the 4.4s had like the alternator that was cooled by coolant. That's just a dumb design. And I know what they're trying to do. They were trying to do the next big thing, and it just didn't work out very well. Anything German blows to work on. Steve Sorensen, yeah. I'd say the easiest German car to work on, in my opinion, is probably a Mercedes. And then probably BMW. But then as you go down the list, they just get harder and harder and harder to work on for sure. CVT is the future. I know. I hate them too. I don't do really transmission work anyways. I do service. transmissions, but that's about it. Ford, Chevy, or Chrysler truck mechanically. Out of those three, Mark Benson, I'd have to say Ford. I see less problems with them than the Dodges and the Chevys. I've used any Malco products that make a bunch of them, and GM Chevy dealership uses them on all their D-Time vehicles. Have you used it from? I asked Vegas. Yes, I have a lot of Malco products. I love Malco. Their SAP is a fantastic product. I use that all the time. Works really good. I used it today and it took off oxidation like it was nobody's business. It just removed the oxidation off the paint, which is awesome because then you didn't build up oxidation in your pad when I was polishing. FAB Family rocks. I've owned two of them, M550i in my previous Grand Sport, and never had issues. But I buy them new and only keep. Yeah, see, that's the issue, Pan. You only keep them 3 years, man. If you kept them past the warranty, they really start. They just nickel and dime people to death, man. I feel sorry for some people because they're like, well, I still owe a bunch of money on it. I can't afford to get rid of it, so I gotta keep paying. All this work. And I used to feel bad for people, but then I was like, well, you bought it. Drive big, pay big is what we always say in the mechanic world. But yeah, they're good cars. Don't get me wrong. They drive great. They have tons of power. But as they get older, man, they do cost you a lot of money, and they're a pain in the butt to work on. Malco Flash, Cherry Flash? Yes, I've used Cherry Flash. I know I have some somewhere. It's good stuff. Doesn't last long though, a couple weeks, but it gives you tons of gloss though. I've had an Audi S5 too, 3.0 supercharged, 303 horsepower engine, 2013 had 0 issues there too. Oh man, he's just dogging me now. Yeah, but when you buy them new and you only keep them a couple years though, I mean, never keep German luxury cars past your warranty. That's the trick. Exactly. Exactly. And I've always told people, they're like, what do you think about, Mercedes or BMW or Audi or whatever? I'm like, they're all good cars, but when the warranty's up, get rid of it. Don't keep it. You'll regret it. Chemo Doc, Toyotas, if they're out of warranty, no big deal because they're just going to go and go and go and go and go for sure. Pan Scotty Kilmer said never. Scotty Kilmer says don't buy anything unless it's a Toyota. I mean, I don't know. His videos drive me nuts. Scotty Kilmer said hello. Hello, Scotty. Exactly, I agree. After the warranty, if they become unreliable, then it costs crazy. It does. It costs a lot of money to maintain them for sure. And it just, yeah. And as a mechanic on the side of that turns the wrenches, man, it is just they're a pain in the butt. Most fun I had was a 70-inch Challenger with a 440 Magnum. That sounds like an awesome car, man. Scotty likes Toyotas and I think beer. I love the 05 BMW M3 is probably my favorite. We had a customer at the other shop I used to work at where all we worked on was cars like that had a, what year was that? 06 or 07 M3, I think. I don't remember. And we put big brake kit on it and we put exhaust on it. That car was a blast to drive and the exhaust sounded amazing on that car. Scotty Kilmer got a nice red Lexus. That's a Toyota though. Lexus are a nice car. I love Toyotas. That's probably my favorite manufacturer. They are the most dependable car on the road, hands down. I don't own one. I have, but I don't own one now. But they are. I'm not dogging them for liking Toyotas. Toyotas are fantastic. But there's other car manufacturers out there that people like, not just Toyotas. And that's all he swears by. He always dogs Dodges really bad. And I get it. I do. But knock on wood, I've never had any problems out of mine. If I had an old school car to get, it would be an old Charger like Dukes of Hazzard or a 70s Porsche 911 or a Mustang Fastback. Yeah, I like the old Charger. Now, one car that I've always liked is a Porsche 930. I've worked on several Porsche 930s. I like the body style. I like the big wing on the back of them. I would love to own a 930. The old 928s are kind of cool too. The 928 turbos, the S's, because they're different. They have that big round back end. And I've actually worked on a couple. There's one guy that's like all he ever owned was 928s. And he had like the white leather, man, and the cars were really, really cool. Now a lot of people hate them. They just say they're ugly because those, the eyes don't hide the headlights. They fold in, but there's not any panel on top. They just kind of fold in. It looks kind of weird, but I like the old 928s also. That's just me. Family Detail, you should ask your viewers if they would like us to collab on a video and what subject they would like us collab on, given that we're in 2 different countries. That's true. That'd be cool. So if you guys let us know if you want us to do a collab, I'd love to do a collab with Pan. And we've talked about it a few times, actually. Almost all warranties these days are aggravating. They don't really want you to change. .993 turbo, last of the air-cooled. Yeah, the air-cooled engine's pretty cool. Just don't get stuck in traffic. I'm going to have to get off here in a minute, you guys. This stool's killing me. The video keeps freezing anyways. Yeah, Pan, I haven't watched your video yet, but I'm getting ready to do that here very shortly. I got tons of comments to answer because I've been out here detailing all day. I haven't had a chance to even listen or even get to any of my comments from today, but I'm going to watch your video soon because I'm very interested in seeing the awards. Jordan says Ethos is about to take over. Stool problems? Yeah, man, stool problems. Did I say 2021? Yeah. Today's video, your 2020 Detailing Products Awards. I haven't watched it yet. Yeah, I've been out here since about 8 o'clock, 8:30 this morning, I think is when I got out here. And I went inside, ate dinner, came back out, and then I went inside, got my hair cut, took a shower, and I'm on the live stream. So I haven't had a chance to look at anything. I don't even know if my video is even doing any good today. That was a big video this year. Great job on Tesla, although the paint is like liquid crap. It is liquid crap. I can tell you that I'm glad that it was my brother's that I worked on for the very first time, because I will never touch another one unless somebody's gonna be paying me big time, because it's not worth the headache, man. It's not worth it, in my opinion, unless I'm getting paid. Now, if I'm getting paid really well, I'll take the headache. But man, I learned my lesson on that with him. You guys think that paint was hammered? Wait till you see this, man. This video here, I'm not sure what I'm gonna call it yet. I'm not gonna call it disaster detail because I don't want to go after like Detail Geek and all those guys that are doing disaster detail and all that stuff. But this thing made like a complete turnaround. This truck did. I'm not showing you guys it because I don't want to give it away. This truck, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna call it yet. I don't know. I'm gonna call it something, but it's not gonna be a disaster detail. But I think you guys are going to be amazed at what this truck looks like compared to the way it started out. Because this is a old farm truck. My dad bought it 4, maybe 5 years ago. Sat outside his entire life. And my dad hasn't really done much to it. It's just sat outside. It was oxidized bad. It had watermarks all over it. I mean, it was absolutely hammered. And it looks, it's stunning. It is stunning. Disaster detail. The most disgusting detail of a dirty detail. Always the same titles. I know it, and I don't want anybody to say, "Oh, well, this is a guy trying to copy them." You know what I mean? Somebody's never been on my channel before. I don't want them to see disaster detail and be like, "Okay, I'm not watching that because he's just trying to copy Detail Geek and that." So I got to figure out something to call it, and I don't know yet. But it's gonna be a while before I put the video out anyway, so I got time to think about it. I've got tons of videos stacked up right now. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off of here. I am wore out. This stool is kicking my butt, and I've been out here like all day. I'm ready to go inside, be with my family, sit on the couch, and be lazy for a little bit, and watch Pan's video. If you guys haven't watched Pan's video, go check it out. Check out my video too if you haven't watched today's video. Also on the Adam's graphene coating. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it as I do every time I go live. And next time we go live, I don't know when that'll be. Next week, week after, I'm not sure. When we go live, I'll just see you guys then. So everybody have an awesome rest of your weekend.